Hey everybody, I know it's been a long time and I apologize for not making a video so long, but I've had a lot going on, fighting for employment, which still hasn't happened, and just trying to survive, so I haven't gotten a whole lot done. But thought I'd give you an update on a few things. So we'll start off with the van. That ugly old Dodge van. I don't even remember if I put that on the video or not, but it's an absolute mess inside. I'm almost embarrassed to show it, but here we go. I took the rear seats out and built a twin size bed frame in here. So I actually spent the winter in there, but the van's about to go bye-bye. I just need to downsize a little bit more. That's all there is to it. Next is the Zuma. It's got a few things. First of which is new rubber. It got new tires. It needed new tires desperately. It also got a new top case. And also, I finally came up with a headlight guard, stone guard, which I've been wanting for years. This is a 2011. I bought it brand new off the showroom floor in 2012. It was a last year model. So I got a few $100 off it. That's a long story how I got that, but hey, I love my little bike. People don't realize how fun they are, really. Excuse me. Next is a Bronco. Haven't done a whole lot to that either. I've been trying to figure out what kind of seats I want in it. Still haven't made a decision, but, well, I kind of did make a decision, actually. I picked up a pair of 9200 Prelude seats. Well, they sit a little too high for me. I'm kind of a tall guy. I'm 6 foot tall, so it ain't gonna work out. What I did was years ago, a few years after I got this thing, I actually bought it in 2001. So I've had this thing come up on 23 years next month. I picked up a pair of Beard Sportster high back seats directly from Red Art Beard and put them in here. I know it looks terrible, but 21 years it's been in here. This is still in good shape. What happened to the driver's side one was right here. The tweed started wearing away, and then it developed a hole, and then the cushioning started going away where I could see the steel tubing inside. Well, like a dummy, I threw it away because while I was in Eugene, Oregon, I couldn't nail down anybody to do upholstery work for me. So that's that. I'm kicking myself for it. Believe me, I'm kicking myself for it. I did another project a couple months ago. I'll show you in just a few minutes here, because it's part of the next project that I'm working on right now. And that is, I'm building myself a camper. I'm kicking myself also for, hi Muddy, for not getting video of this. But I'm building myself a Squaredrop camper. Now this is bigger than any I've built up to date. This one here, from the front of the wall to the back of the wall, is 9 foot long. From the bottom of the wall to the top of the wall is 4'10". Now this is all using zip material that was donated by my cousin. I'll introduce you guys to him later on because he's got a project going too that I'll eventually put on my YouTube channel once he says okay. This thing, first of all, I'll show you. Years ago, I put fuel revolver wheels on my Bronco. Love them. Absolutely love them. Well, one of my dreams, this is my eighth camper build. This one finally has matching wheels. These are 15x8 instead of 15x10, and they're 235 75/15s versus the 33 1250s, on the Bronco. So, hey, I love the fact that it's going to match. These boards here, they're going to be covered by inner wall with some insulation. I'll trim these screws off. The center board there, I'll cut the bottom of it off some because I need room for my window. This back here is going to be my outside cubby, outside storage. It's going to be 31 inches deep and 22, I believe, 22 inches wide. And it's going to come up to a foot from the top of the wall because I'm going to have a window AC unit right here. Now down here, underneath this board, which is going to be another one forward, and then another one going this way, there's going to be hidden storage underneath here. Well, it's not hidden anymore because everybody's going to know about it because of this video, haha. But under here is going to be my deep cycle battery, and there's going to be my diesel heater. That's going to be my heat source. I'm going to have a diesel heater in here. I already have the diesel heater for it. And my charging systems. I've also got a small compressor I'm going to put in here with a half-gallon air tank that's actually on my Bronco right now. I'm going to take off my Bronco and put it on here. I just got the feeling it might be a good idea to have onboard air on this thing. It's coming in handy on the Bronco. Well, not to mention that I'm kind of thinking, you know, that's kind of a theft deterrent. Yeah, right. I'll probably put a train horn underneath this thing like the Bronco has, or some kind of air horn that I can have a button near my bed, which actually that 2x8 right there is the head of my bed. The foot's going to be down toward the other end. So anyway, yeah, it'll be something fun anyway. This thing's going to be all lit up on the outside also. Not all lit up, but lit up. Now, I'm going to have cabinetry about yay high. It's going to be from the roof down, it's going to be 24 inches. Down in here, it's going to be the foot of my bed. I'm going to have 20 inches of space on the other side, a floor area. Inside, ignore the hole over there, that's getting patched. Inside is going to have a cubby up here. It's going to have a flat piece of wood on one side of the cubby so I can mount my TV to it. And then the other side is going to be open, and then I think the bottom storage area is going to be open also. What I initially thought of doing was, on the outsides here, having a door on each side. Well, I did that on teardrop build number 5. Yeah, number 5. I wasn't crazy about how it came out. It was kind of hard to frame in the door that small. So I think I'm just going to have all open cubbies up there in the front. This one back here is going to be accessible from the outside. I'm going to have a swing out door this way, and then the swing out door this way is to get inside the camper. Nice thing is this is going to be a lot taller than any other camper I've ever had, or any other camper I've ever built, with the exception of the tent trailer. But that was like a TP style, A-frame style roof, and the headroom sucked. I really regretted it after I built it. I got a long way to go. My cousin loaded me a zip roller, and I've got some zip tape. I'm going to caulk in these cracks right here first, after I repair this hole. This is just, you know, like I say, this is donated wood, so I'm not worried about that. Nice thing is this trailer's got these side steps, which I'll improve. I don't really like the way the bolts look, and I've got to weld a few cracks on them also. But the cool thing is my generator can ride on there also. I need new leaf springs. Oh boy, do I need new leaf springs. The passenger side leaf spring is broken half. And looky there, they're collapsed all the way, so they're worn out anyway. So it's going to get new leaf springs, and eventually I want to put an axle on it also that has brakes. Oh geez, that axle is back about a ½ inch too. Wow, didn't notice that till just now. Anyway, I'm expecting this trailer to weigh in, I'm guessing around 1,200 pounds. That's heavier than any one I've built to date also. Also on the back, I'm going to have a weld-on ring. Actually, I'll show you one here. I'm going to have a weld-on ring on both sides. There it is, like this. So I can use a jack that comes off, where are you? Like that one. So I'm going to have one of these on both sides on the rear for stabilizers, just like that. Then I can take them off when I'm out transporting, because it's going to be an off-road trailer. Look at the height of the thing, you know. It sits virtually 20 inches off the ground. All right, now for the next project. See these guys right here? Some of y'all might recognize these as tow bar mounts for a front bumper of a car to attach a tow bar. You're right, they are. Here's what's going on though. My last project. Now I'm going to show it to you. I don't know what year this is, but this is a Montgomery Ward's MW84 single wheel trailer. Now these were real popular back in 60s, 70s to tow behind like Volkswagens because they're incredibly light. Here's the other deal though. A lot of states you can't tow 2 bumper pull trailers. They consider that triples for some reason. I'll never understand why they call it triples. It's 2 trailers, but whatever. You can tow a 5th wheel and then a bumper pull trailer. And some states do allow 2 bumper pull trailers, but I've done it. It's not bad. I'm not going to do it again. Whatever. I'll just abide by the law. This trailer attaches with 2 points. Yeah, 2 points. One on each side of the vehicle. All right. And how does it swivel you? How does it pivot, you ask? It doesn't. That's the cool thing. There's one wheel underneath the back of it that swivels around like the front wheel of a shopping cart when you turn. So because of that, this is not considered as a second trailer. This is considered by law as an extension. So guess what? It's legal in all states. So here's the attachment points, okay, on both sides. Here's the trailer. I custom built it to haul my Zuma, my Yamaha. You know, the scooter I showed you guys toward the beginning of this video. Here's the landing gear, so to speak, the wheel, okay? I put a brand new tire and a new tube on it. I had to get new springs for it because they were really worn out. I ended up using John Deere implement springs for the suspension. Check this out though. It still has the original build tag on it with a 4-digit serial number. 4 digits. That's cool, man. I wish I could decipher it, but I can't. So I can't tell you what year it is. I want to say it's late 1940s. Could be a little newer. I don't know. But I had to have some restoration work done on it. And I also put taillights on it, LED taillight boxes. So, you know, since it's sticking 5 feet behind my teardrop camper, Squaredrop camper, excuse me, it'll have its own lights also. So just to keep my tail end out of a sling, you know, they can't bother me for not having lights or a red flag that far back. But those mounts are going to go right here on this tailboard, or maybe I might have to weld a flat plate and gusset it and mount them a little bit lower depending on how high this thing sits when it's all done. Because obviously, since I got to replace the springs, it may sit an inch or so higher. I hope it does anyway, kind of. But I'm also going to have to get a step for this thing, and I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. But that's what's been going on. I've got a pair of suspension blocks, 1-inch steel, welded steel, not cast aluminum, not cast iron, welded steel lift blocks for the Bronco. I can't reach right now because the rear shocks are almost completely bottomed out. And on these old Broncos, they're known for the upper shock mounts breaking off. I don't want these bottoming out what I have weight in the back of it. The only weight I have right now, there's my hobby right there, my other hobby, RC trucks. I got one inside I'll show you later on. But that's, yeah, it's going to get an inch of boost. And then it's going to get also some new spring plates put on the front underneath the coil springs. And it'll probably give about a 1/2 inch also up there because the factory ones had a little bow to them from the factory. And the new ones I'm putting on, heck, I can tell you those. The new ones I'm putting on, this is them right here. And you can see that ring right there, that retains the bottom of the coil spring. And it won't pop out like it can on the stock style lower coil cups. So that's the plans also. That's in the plans. But yeah, oh, I forgot to show you also. But yeah, so what's going to happen is that passenger seat, the beard seat on the passenger side is going to go on my driver's side. I know it's comfortable for me because I ran one for 20 years. until the bolster wore out and I finally gave up. That's going to be the new passenger seat. It kind of resembles color-wise. It's not the same style, but if I want to, I can put a 5-point harness on there because it's set up for it. And then my passenger is fully restrained, fully tied in. So, yeah, I'll tell you, that right there, I built that little axle. I cut the spindles off of a couple of, off a boat axle. And I was going to build myself a double swivel wheel trailer. But I ran across this Montgomery Ward one several months back over in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and bought it. So I got a couple $100 into restoring it. So yeah. But really, that's all that's been going on here lately. I've got a couple of windows for my camper. I need to get one more for the door, for the entry door, not for the storage door, but for the entry door. And I haven't decided if I'm going to get a circular style window that's tinted, or if I'm going to get an actual bubble window. They make a 12-inch bubble window that I've been intrigued by for several years. I had teeth pulled, I can't talk. For several years since I first saw them, and they're actually kind of made for dogs anyway. I've got 2 dogs. And then I can kind of stick my head out the back, out that window, and see what's around me, as well as the side windows. I won't have a front window, but I am considering having a security system, cameras on a few sides of this camper anyway. So that'll give me a little extra, I'll be able to keep an eye on what's going on outside anyway. But yeah, I've got a couple of GoPro cameras. I've finally found an app to edit videos. It's on my computer that's not hooked up because I don't have a desk. I need to get off my tail and start making videos of my builds. My apologies for not doing so. So that's in the plans. I need to start making videos. I'll start getting some more videos of the progress on the camper. It's going to take a little bit longer because I've got to buy supplies for the exterior. I'm going to skin the sides in polywall, and I'm going to do, I forget what it's called. It's like a stick-on rubberized roof. I'm going to put that on the top over the wood, and then it's going to have, I think it's called R panel. Anyway, it's like corrugated metal roofing on top of that. But I want the rubber underneath there for a moisture barrier, so when the metal roofing sweats, it doesn't get the wood all wet and rot away. And then, like I say, the side's going to be polywall. If you don't know what polywall is, that's the plastic walling they use for shower walls. And then it's not going to be quite tall enough, so I'm going to put diamond plate aluminum across the bottom of the wall. And I'm probably going to put a full sheet of diamond plate aluminum on the front wall for like a rock guard from stuff coming up off the tires of my Bronco, because that's going to be the primary tow vehicle for this. I also need to get a window air conditioner, 5,000 BTU. I think should be perfectly adequate. This will be the first camper that I actually did any kind of insulation or interior wall. I usually would just do the plywood sides and leave it, because quite honestly, one person inside one of these campers builds enough body heat to insulate it, to keep it warm in the cold. But I don't know where I'm gonna be for in a while, you know. My friend's been helping me out here for over a year now, and he knows I'm struggling. I have no income right now. In fact, I don't like doing this, but I may go ahead and post my PayPal and my Venmo and such like that down below. So if anybody wants to donate to my camper build, so I can afford an AC, polywall, insulation, which by the way, I'm going to use insulation board, 1 inch in the sides and 2 inch in the roof. I'm also going to do recessed lighting on the inside. And I've got a 6-gang switch 5 or 6 gang switch that I'm going to put inside to control everything. You know, exterior lights, interior lights, all that stuff. And yeah, so I may go ahead and post a couple of my links in case anybody wants to donate to help me build this thing. I'd be grateful. I'd be extremely grateful, because truthfully, when this thing's done, it's going to be my home. So yeah, I'm building it for me to live in. I know it's going to be cramped and tight, but I'll make do. I spent the winter in the van, and quite honestly, the camper is going to be 6 inches higher inside than the van is, so I should be okay there. Should be fine. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm going to use the mattress out of the van because it's still fairly new, and probably get myself a new pillow. I don't know. And I'm also thinking about using. I was thinking about using corrugated plastic. It's kind of like cardboard, but I don't think I'm going to use that on the interior. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use 5mm finish wood on the inside, so I can stain it, make it look nice. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. So, anyway, give me a like if you don't mind. Subscribe if you don't mind. I'd eventually like this video to start making some income, making some revenue, but, or excuse me, not the video, but my channel to start making some revenue. Because eventually what I'd love to do is take the Bronco, hook up my Squaredrop to it, hook my single wheel to it, put my Yamaha Zuma on the single wheel, and to go do some traveling. I'd love to go. I've seen 36 states. I've been to 36 states, including Hawaii. I've lived in 8 states. A couple of them are repeats, but that's okay. Arkansas is actually one of them. But I really want to. I haven't seen the Northeast, and I haven't seen the Eastern Seaboard. I've seen Florida, but I've seen every state along the South, from Florida over to California. I've seen California, obviously, Oregon, Washington. I'd have to think about what all states I've been to. But I haven't seen Minnesota, Montana. Those are on my list. I haven't seen northern Idaho. I've seen southwest Idaho on I-84. But I'd love to see Wyoming. I've seen pictures of it. It's gorgeous. I'd love to see Alaska. But I don't have a passport, so that's not going to happen, unfortunately. So anyway, like, subscribe. I'll post my donation links down below, and thanks for watching. Look for more videos soon. I'm not going to delay like I did this time. Thanks, you guys.